eat some breakfast. That is the cheat code. It's really easy to wake up stiff, sweaty, hungover, and full of guilt and shame. That one night of maybe not ideal dieting turns into an entire week of it. But what I want you to do is after a crazy, treacherous night, no matter how bad it gets, wake up the next morning, splash some cold water on your face, be kind to yourself, remember what you're in this for, look in the mirror and say, whoops, and then you just get right back on track. Even if you ate too much the night before, if breakfast is part of your routine, eat some breakfast. That is the cheat code. And then we think that, one cheat meal is going to ruin it for us. And then we think that in order to undo one cheat meal, we have to restrict for the next 2 or 3 days. When in reality, one cheat meal, a couple extra calories on a random Friday night, is not a big deal in the long run. What is a big deal is perpetuating this endless cycle of guilt and shame that continues to feed into itself for the rest of your life, maybe. Like, we're talking decades of guilt and shame, vicious cycles. Think about the entire grand scheme of your life. You have an extra 1,000 calories one night. Big freaking deal. That is no deal. If you're eating 2,000 calories a day, that's 14,000 calories a week. Span that into a year, you're having like 730,000 calories a year. You have one cheat meal with an extra 1,000 calories in it, and you act like it's the end of the damn world. You probably eat 730,000 calories a year. You have one cheat meal, and then that sends you into this vicious cycle of restriction all week and then binging all weekend. And the cycle keeps perpetuating itself because we get so much emotion tied up in this. We feel guilty. We feel full of shame when maybe just waking up the next morning after that cheat meal, you look in the mirror, you say whoops, you eat breakfast, and you stop the cycle now. You say, hey, I don't give a crap about what happened yesterday. I'm here to show up and keep hitting the goals today and get right back on track. I'm not going to restrict because I know that a whole week of restriction just ends in a weekend of binging. I'm going to grab my water. I'm going to do my morning mobility routine. Even if I feel stiff and sweaty and hungover, I'm going to do my morning mobility routine and my morning walk. I'm going to drink my water, and I'm going to get right freaking back on track. And here's the funny little thing is that most of what you really want to achieve with your body just comes down to consistent and diligent application of the fundamentals. There's really not that much to learn in most cases. There's really not that much to stress about. There's just a couple basic fundamentals that putting them into practice is just so insanely hard. You've heard me say it before, man. This stuff is simple, but it is not easy. That is the moral of the story, and that's the moral of the video game story too. If there's anything I've learned from being addicted to Super Mario as a little kid, it's that it's a pretty damn simple game. You move left and right and jump up and down, but the game just gets way more complex as time goes on and different obstacles are entered into the game, right? Like, it's really easy to handle your health and fitness if all you do is live in a little bubble Monday through Friday. You can prep all your meals. There's no chaos in your world. You have all the time that you need. You don't work. You just focus on fitness. It would be so easy. If there were no variables in your life, if you didn't have any family, any friends, any job, any weekend obligations, fitness would be so easy. But it's learning how to incorporate fitness into life that is the hard part. Every time we throw another variable into the equation, every time we throw another commitment, another party, another relationship, another trip to the vet with your dog who just stepped on a bee, another random eye infection that takes up your entire evening, every time we throw these variables into the system, it gets a lot harder to keep achieving your goals. You want to be fit for life, and life is a finicky thing. So focus on keeping this simple, because simplicity is what you can apply to even the most insane chaotic environments. Find order within the chaos and find simplicity within the complexity. You're the main character and you're just here to level up and to improve your skills and to fall off the map and to say whoops and to get right back on track.